time for a horse with more go. Call it good luck, the law of attraction, or the power of child's prayer. But just after my 12th birthday, we won a horse in a raffle. I kid you not. 20 cents a ticket or 6 for $1. The perfect price, Dad said. Smokey, ingeniously named because he was the grey colour of smoke, arrived straight from the rugged mountains of the Victorian high country and had only 2 speeds, 0 and full-blown gallop. Needless to say, he had more go than Robbie, much more. So I had to dig deep and dial up my courage all over again. Within a few months, and after numerous falls and close scrapes with trees, I'd mastered Smokey and began winning those barrel races. Yeehaw! I don't share this story with you to impress you with my horsemanship. In fact, by the time I was 17, I'd largely given up riding because I was too busy finishing my high school studies and flipping burgers in the nearby village cafe to earn money for university. Rather, I share it because learning to ride Robbie, and later Smokey, taught me early on that the more often we act bravely, the braver we become. Building courage by taking action amid our self-doubts, misgivings and fears is a lesson I've learned many times since leaving my parents' farm. First to study business at university in Melbourne, later backpacking around the globe and starting my first career in the corporate world, and then forging a second career while raising 4 young children. Time and time again, I've discovered that the only way to tame our fear is by stepping right through the raw heart of it, by staring down our fear and pursuing challenges that inspire us, even as they scare us, like having that 4th child. We nurture strengths, hone talents, and unlock potential that would otherwise have remained dormant. As you look back on your life up to now, I'm sure you can recall having to do things that scared you at the time, but which no longer do. Having done them many times, the fear they once incited was replaced with a quiet confidence that flowed into other areas of your life. Bravery and courage, I use those 2 words synonymously throughout this book, does that. In fact, clinical studies confirm that by practicing new behaviours, we build and then strengthen neural pathways in our brain so that over time they become our unconscious default behaviours. Likewise, when you consciously choose to say and do things outside your comfort zone, you build your courage muscles for taking on bigger challenges and responding more bravely to those that land unwanted in your lap. Because, let's face it, sooner or later, they will. While the lessons and insights I share in this book are supported by a wealth of psychological research, I had no desire to write an intellectual exploration of risk-taking, the neuroscience of fear, and how to overcome it. There are many excellent books written by research psychologists and neuroscientists that do just that. Rather, I wrote Brave to help you become more conscious of where fear may be holding the balance of power in your life, and to share practical ways for you to reclaim that power so that you can make more conscious and more courageous choices to truly thrive in your work, in your relationships, and your life, no matter what's going on around you. Fear is a powerful emotion wired into our psychological DNA to protect us from pain. Yet left unchecked, fear can infiltrate into every corner of our lives, erode our confidence, amplify our anxiety, and steer us down a path of cautious, comfortable, but oh so vanilla mediocrity. Our culture and the media that shape it thrives on fear. Fear sells. Fear wins votes. Fear feeds on itself. Needless to say, at every turn we're bombarded with reasons to feel afraid, to play safe, to settle and to sell out, to batten down the hatches, stock up on canned food, and to buy that Hummer. Yet in our increasingly anxious, accelerated, and uncertain world, it's only by discerning the legitimate fears that are serving us from the imagined and sensationalized ones that aren't, that we can forge the deeply authentic, meaningful, and truthful lives that we yearn to live. Only then can we live powerfully, consciously choosing to move towards the aspirations that inspire us, rather than away from the fears that stifle and diminish us. Just as the way you fold your arms, right over left or left over right, is something that you do